somebody tell you you can't do something. Not even me. Alright? You got a dream, you gotta protect it. People can't do something themselves, they want to tell you you can't do it. You want something, go get it. Period.
Hello there, Michael Amell here, and if you haven't saw the introduction, make sure to go check that out on my channel. Now today, what we're going to do is we're just going to go over key terms here. We're going to go over key terms of hacking and security engineering, and we'll add more to this dictionary as we go along, but we're just going to go over key terms. So let's just go ahead and hop right into it. Now, I'm going to let you know off top, this is my first time teaching, so if you have any advice, please share it with me. I'm open to suggestions. Also, I have an accent, so if you can't understand me, you'll learn to. Or just follow, you can really just follow the screen and get a lot of information from there. So let's go ahead and just open up our terms, and I'll go ahead and explain that to you. I'll explain each of them step by step. And after we do this, we'll go through basic commands on the next video. Now, everything do take a minute to load. This is a new technology running on a whole different, I mean, it's just a different type of computer. So yeah, it will be a little bit slow, but we'll make sure to get you everything. Okay, so terms. Let's see. Now, can we open those? Okay, there we go. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this right. We're gonna put this right here. Now, we're gonna start off by we're gonna go over the steps. We're gonna go over steps, what it takes. We're just going to give you the basic concept. Basically, when I explain these terms to you, you're going to basically know the basic, what's the word for it? You're going to know basically the basic instructions of how to go about hacking, basically how hacking works. Now, first we're going to start with footprinting. Okay. What you want to find with like it says, footprinting is the technique used for gathering information about systems. Now, what you want to find is all the information that you can use for an attack, such as IP addresses, MAC addresses, but footprinting can be any information that can help you in attacks such as passwords, emails, mother maiden name, and so on. People think hacking is all about computers, but that's not true. I mean, social engineering goes into hacking, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. Now, second, or DOS. DOS, if you attack a network or system using only one machine, that's a DOS attack. Now, anybody who knows me know I'm kind of changing my voice because I actually got a really deep accent, and I want you to be able to understand what I'm trying to explain to you here. Now, DOS is also known as a denial of service attack. These attacks are purely to disrupt services of a host computer, just as guessing a DOS attack is attacking a network with multiple computers. You may be asking, Mike, how do I attack multiple computers when I only have one? Well, easy. You attack other computers and infect them with a virus program to enslave them, but we will get to that later. Now, FUD, F-U-D or FUD, I like to call it FUD. Now, that's just fully undetectable. I mean, we'll be making both your computer undetectable and your network IP address and so on. Remember, you're going to need Kali Linux installed, and if you don't know how to install Kali Linux, you can just Google it on YouTube. You can go anywhere on YouTube and find out how to install Kali Linux. Now, next we have RAT. Now, and if I'm speaking too fast, you can always go back. You can pause the video. I mean, you can ask questions. We can go into deeper detail right now, but we will be going into deeper detail later on. Now, if you watched the introduction, I explain exactly how we'll be going about this, but moving on, we're going to go to RAT. Now, as you can see right there, I'll give you a chance to read that. RATs are any malware program you use to take control of a target's computer. In later videos, we're going to hook up the computer and I'll sit with you and we'll show you exactly how to develop these malware programs. Malware. See, now that's my accent again, but we're going to go on. Now, phishing. Now, this is a big one I want to go over. This is basically any attempt to acquire sensitive information. You ever clicked on a link in your Facebook login page and it pop up? And I mean, the site just doesn't say www.facebook.com. Well, you've probably been phished, and that's just, it's a way to hack you, to get you to basically send your password off to whoever the hacker is. Now, SQL injections. And I'm just pausing. I'm giving you a few seconds to just process and read the PowerPoint. Now, you may be wondering what are the dates, because I'm going to show you right here. You're going to see a few dates and time. Well, I just record exactly, I mean, this is actually a journal. If you read, this is actually a journal, and I keep time, I record times and exactly when I make this, and it's just a record. It's just something I do. Now, let's go on. SQL is short for Structured Query Language and is used by web applications to communicate with the database and can be used to exploit poorly protected web applications. We will get into detail later on these definitions, like I already stated. But now a lot of you are wondering, how do I hide my IP address? Because that's the biggest thing a lot of people want to do. I mean, probably have a lot of people that say, oh, well, the government can get on my Facebook, the government can get on my YouTube, blah, blah, conspiracy theory. Well, there's ways to block that. And that's called VPN, proxy, Tor, VPS. Now, these are different ways to block your MAC address and now, like I said, these can be used to mask both your IP address and your MAC address. So I'm going to give you a chance to look at that. Now, VPN, Virtual Private Network, is a method used to add security and privacy to a private or public network like Wi-Fi hotspots and the internet. Now, what these are is these are 4 different ways. These are 4 different, can I say different softwares? I guess we can just go about it like that. These are 4 different softwares, but they work different. A proxy, I don't really use proxies anymore, but as you can see, is the same thing. I mean, I guess you can use these in attacks too, but what I usually use is Tor. Now, what Tor is I like to say it's a browser. I mean, it's a browser that gives you the ability to mask your IP address while getting a browser, same as Google Chrome or anything else. But like I said, it masks your identity. But also, I want to note, also with Tor, that's how you get on the dark web. If anybody wanted to get on the dark web, you have to have Tor to get on the dark web, and we'll go through that later on. VPS, same thing, except it's a service. I mean, you can find websites that sell these VPS. Some you can get it free actually. But we'll go through that later. Let's just scroll up. Now we're going to talk about keyloggers. Keyloggers are what we use to pick up all the input from the machine we're attacking. Picture someone is typing their password into Facebook. Well, we can use this to get the information and send it right to our email or our machine. In the terminal, I'm sure everybody knows what a terminal is. I don't think we have to say much about that. Now, we will be using commands and learning new commands to execute everything, so you're probably going to want to get more in tune with the command line. I know the Windows system iOS command line and a Linux system iOS command line, but all you're going to need is the Linux for this. Now let's continue. Now I'm just giving you time to look at it before I keep explaining. We all know what a firewall is. We'll be modifying, creating, and going into further detail on how we can protect ourselves from the same type of attacks that we're learning now. Most don't notice, but all the data is insecure and hacked often. Ever receive a random video in Messenger? Like I said, that is a hack. If you've ever received a random message or sent out a random message and you don't know how you sent it, that is probably a hacker. Now I'm going to give you a bit. We'll be moving on to rootkit. Give you some time to look over that. You see, can I get everything on the screen? Is it gonna, I guess I'll have to move it on over. Now I'll just read this because it's not all showing. Now, rootkit is a collection of computer software, typically malicious, designed to enable access to computer or areas that wouldn't otherwise be allowed. Now, basically, rootkits rootkits what you're going to use to access another machine. Reverse shells. Now, before I start talking about reverse shells, I want you to know not all videos will be like this. A lot we will be doing it straight from our computer. We'll be showing you exactly what to do straight from our computer. And now a reverse shell, you need that to communicate with the targeted machine or the node. Reverse shells, basically, that's just how you communicate with another machine or another router. A node is just a device. A computer is a node. And any device that uses the internet is a node. And the MAC address, people don't know that actually every device has an identification number. Now, we'll be teaching you how to hide that identification number, and also what do the identification numbers mean? Because it actually goes the way it's set up. You can actually, you know what? Let's try this. Hey Cortana, Google MAC address. Let's see. Let me get an example of a MAC address. Can I get an example? Let's see what we can do. See, I don't think anybody's gonna put up their MAC address online. But I was going to show you exactly what, let me see, is that a MAC address? Using the MAC address, I can tell exactly what manufacturer, what company, everything basically. I can tell exactly where your device came from. And also link it right to you. So we're gonna go over that, and in this next video we'll be discussing basic Linux commands. If there's anything you're confused on, please just simply Google and research. Now this will be, like I said, we won't be doing every video like this. We will be showing examples and going through exact steps on the computer from the desktop and showing you exactly how to do these things. Okay, till next time, guys. Thanks for watching. Go make sure to subscribe, comment, and like my video. Thank you.